Hey y'all, it's me Key. Welcome back to my channel. Today I do have a story time for y'all, which is going to be part 2 to my last story time. I went to Vegas to see my man and he ditched me. So before we jump into the story time, I just want to say that I reached 1K subscribers. Thank y'all so much. I was trying to reach my goal before the end of the year, but y'all helped me reach my goal so quick. Like, I did not expect to reach my goal that fast, y'all. Thank y'all so much. And the crazy thing is, nobody I know even knows that I have a YouTube channel, except for like my parents and a few of my siblings. But none of them are even subscribed to my channel. So everybody who subscribes to my channel is people that I don't know. The support is overwhelming. I know 1K might not be a lot to some, but it's a lot for me. Like, I don't even think I got 1K friends on Facebook. Y'all show me so much love in my comments. Like, I really appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I want to do a giveaway one of these days, but I'll work on doing that. So until then, let's go ahead and jump right into the story time. So we left off where I was pulling up to the apartment complex where I had met up with Predator to get my hotel key. I was pulling up to see if I could find his car, and as I was pulling up, he was coming out. And the crazy thing was, I know that Predator see me because he knew what rental I was driving. And plus, I was riding around Fishbowl. If you don't know what that means, I just didn't have any tint on my car, so he can clearly see me. So I saw him. Like, I really didn't see him, but I did see him because he had dark tints and it looked like he had somebody sitting in his passenger seat. So I'm thinking, okay, I know he just saw me pull in, so he's gonna either stop or call me. That man did neither. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna have to follow this ninja. He hurried up and pulled out into traffic and then headed to wherever he was going. So I'm like, okay, in order for me to follow him, I'm just gonna have to hurry up and get into traffic too. But it was so many cars going by that I could not get into traffic. And by the time I did get into traffic, Predator was gone. I don't know if he went left, right, up, down. I don't know where that man went. So I'm like, damn, I lost him. So I'm just sitting in the car thinking like, damn, what just happened? This man really had me come out to Vegas on a BS mission. Before I even came out to Vegas, I thought our relationship was so perfect. Even though we did have a long distance relationship, I thought it was perfect. Like, I thought our relationship was going really well. I just did not expect this man to have me come all the way to Vegas just to act weird on me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go back to the hotel and I just gotta sit and just think, because I didn't want to get right back on the road with a heavy heart. Like, of course, I felt some type of way. My feelings were a little bit hurt. But at the same time, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I was dealing with somebody in Arizona. Like, I had me a little boo in Arizona. And I'm gonna give y'all a story time about him because I knew dude for a very long time. Like, I knew him for years because his cousin and my mom, they call each other sisters, even though we're not related whatsoever. We're not related. But I just knew them for a very long time. And he always tried to get at me. I would just be like, nah, like, I'm cool. I'm good. I did not want to talk to him. But once he was up, once I seen like he was doing good and had some money, he had a little motion, and he tried to get at me again, that's when I started talking to him. I know I'm going off the topic, y'all, but I just need to tell y'all this real quick. But one day, he said something that really just turned my stomach, and I was just never around him again. Like, I just could not deal with him no more. And I'll have to give y'all a story time about that. Like, y'all let me know if I'm tripping when I tell y'all the story time. But I know that I wasn't wrong. I know I wasn't wrong for ghosting him. But yeah, let's get back into the story time. So I didn't want to get back on the road with a heavy heart. So I just went back to the hotel room and just waited for Predator to call me. Even though I was waiting for Predator to call me, I had already told myself that I was just going to be done with him because it was obvious that he had somebody. That's why he was acting like that. If you're in my shoes, wouldn't you think that your man has somebody else? So yeah, I was already prepared for him to tell me that he was with somebody. So when he called me, I'll just hurry up and break up with him before he can tell me the news. So that's what I was planning on doing. So I'm just sitting in the hotel room just thinking. Like, I ain't crying nothing, y'all, because like I said, I already had a boo, but I liked Predator. I had grown to like him. Even though I didn't like him in the beginning, I had started to grow to like Predator. So after sitting in the hotel room for a good hour, just in my head, in my thoughts, I'm like, I need to take a walk. So I got up and went downstairs to the casino. I had planned on walking around the casino, maybe sitting at the slot machine for a little while. So yeah, so I got in the elevator and went downstairs, and as soon as I got off the elevator and was walking towards the casino floor, I just glanced real quick and then I turned back around, and then I heard somebody say, "Hey," and I'm like, they can't be talking to me. And then they said, "Hey, you with the ponytail." I had a real long sleek ponytail going down my back. So I stopped and turned around. When I turned around, I seen two dudes. One looked real goofy, like he was tall and lanky. He looked real goofy. But the other one, y'all, the one that called me was fine. He wasn't as tall as the other one, but he was taller than me. So he was like 5'10". He was like a light brown skin. He had pretty eyes. He had some deep waves. And he was like a stocky type. You know, he wasn't big, but he was stocky. And he was tatted. So I walked over to them and he asked me, what's your name? I told him my name. He told me his. And he was like, well, what are you doing? And I told him, I'm like, I'm just about to walk around. He was like, you about to walk around? What, you live out here? I'm like, no, I don't live out here. He was like, well, what you doing? I'm like, I just came out here to see my man, but he acting weird. And he was like, oh, you came to see your man? Well, that's too bad because I thought you was cute. I'm like, is that right? He was like, yeah. So he was like, since your man acting up, would you mind exchanging numbers? I'm like, boy, I don't know you. So he was like, well, I mean, you can get to know me. It's nothing to get to know me. He had told me he was from Cali, but he comes to Vegas twice out the month to gamble. He likes to gamble. He was like, so yeah, we can exchange numbers, but I'm going to go back up to my room and take a nap because I've been up all night gambling. And then, you know, we could talk. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, why not? So we exchanged numbers, and then I guess he went back to his room. I don't know. But I had took a walk around the hotel, you know, sat at the slots for a little bit, and was just in my head, y'all. I ended up going back to my room and I just laid down, and I decided to stay another day because the room was paid for already. Let me just say this because somebody was in the comments saying how I spend my own money on gas in a room just to go out there to be offered nothing by Predator, whatever they were saying. I don't know. But let me just say this. Before I even left to go to Vegas, Predator has sent me money for gas, and he has sent me money to book the room and everything. I didn't spend my money on gas in the hotel, but I did spend my own money on my clothes, the little bit of outfits that I did buy when I was in Vegas. That's what I spent my money on. And so I decided to stay another day because the room was already paid for. So I'm like, why not? Why not? I mean, I was only here for a day. Another day won't hurt me. I would just, you know, focus on me and the stuff that I want to do instead of focusing on a lame ninja. So I'm just laying in the room, you know, probably scrolling on Instagram or something. And then Predator finally calls me. After all this time, Predator, he finally calls me. So the conversation went like this. Hello? Hey, you on the road yet? No, I'm not on the road. Well, what you doing? Don't act like you didn't see me this morning. I saw you in the car with somebody when I had pulled up to the apartment. What were you doing? Who was you with? Is that your girlfriend? Is that why you acting funny on me now? Is that why you had me come to Vegas just to play me to the left? Like, who was that? You was in a car with somebody. And then he gonna tell me, no, it's not even like that. It's not even like that. I'm like, so what's it like? Why would you get up and creep out on me when I'm asleep? It's not even like this. Not even like that. I have to explain everything to you. What is there to explain? Your actions showed me everything that I needed to see. He was like, no, I had to take my cousin to work. That was all. Like, I had to take my cousin to work. And I didn't want to wake you up because I knew you was leaving in a couple hours. So I just wanted you to get your rest. Boy, if that was the case, why wouldn't you stop the car or call me when you see me pulling into the apartment complex? You know you see me. He was like, yeah, I did see you, but she was going to be late to work. That's what I said. He was like, yeah, my cousin, she was going to be late to work. That's why I didn't stop the car. I said, boy, you got me. I just started going in on him. I was like, you told me you came to Vegas with your boy cousin, and now you talking about you got a girl cousin? And then he had the nerve to say, well, I told you my cousin was married, so technically she not my cousin, but she is my cousin, but I was giving her a right to work. So I said, why the F didn't your boy cousin take his wife to work? Why was you taking her to work? He was like, because his car wasn't working. That's why I had to take her to work. I'm like, you're lying. You don't make no sense. You're a fucking liar. Why are you just barely calling me now? Like, it's been, what, 2 hours? It's probably been like two and a half hours. So why you just barely calling me now? You waited this long to call me. He gonna say, I just decided to call you now because I knew if I would have called you earlier, I knew that you'd be mad at me. Which he was right, but I'm still mad. I'm still mad because of the simple fact this nigga left me in the hotel room sleep, and then I go to see where this at. He coming out the damn apartment with a female, and I didn't even know it was a female at the time. I just knew he had somebody in the front seat with him. So everything just coming to light before I leave and go back home. So I'm like, I'm glad you gave me the closure I needed, because after we get off the phone, don't ever call my phone again. I'm done with you. I'm so done with you. You and your Nigga, like, I was going in on him. I was going in on that boy. He was like, no, I'm finna pull up. We gotta talk about this in person. No, we ain't finna talk about nothing. Yeah, I'm staying another day, but I'm about to switch hotel rooms on your ass. He was like, no, I'm coming up there. So I just hung up on him, click, and then I sent him a text message. I said, if you come up here, I'm gonna have your ass arrested. I was so mad at him. Like, I wouldn't have had him arrested, but I was just that mad. I did not want to see Predator at all. So a couple hours go by, and the dude from earlier that morning, he had texted me, and he was like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just sitting in the hotel room. I'm going to stay another day. I was going to leave today, but I'm going to stay another day. He was like, oh, okay, good. So what you about to do right now? I'm like, well, I'm just going to go to McDonald's and get me something to eat. He was like, okay, wait for me. I'm going to walk with you, because there was a McDonald's inside of the hotel. It was upstairs. So he was like, wait on me. So I was like, okay, meet me downstairs in front of the elevators. So I went downstairs and waited on dude to come. Let's get him a name, y'all. Let's call him Anthony. Y'all, Anthony was so fine. And I forgot to mention, I think Anthony looked like he was in his late 30s, maybe early 40s. But I didn't care. Me and Anthony, we just talking, getting to know each other. He was just telling me, like, he had one kid, he had a girl, and he liked to come to Vegas twice a month because he was really big on gambling. And he was just asking me about myself and, like, what happened with my relationship, because I did mention that I had came to Vegas to see my man, and my man was being weird on me. So I was just telling him all about that, and he was like, yeah, he definitely sounded like he got somebody else. I knew if a man is telling me this, that it has to be true. This is the crazy thing. When I was dealing with Predator back then, I was confiding to one of my exes about my relationship with Predator. My ex was telling me being your friend, I'm going to tell you right now, he's definitely got somebody else. So you probably just need to stop talking to him. And I ain't listening. I thought to myself, nah, he just being a hater because he wants to be back with me. Even though we on good terms, I know he still wants to be with me. So he just being a hater. I ain't finna listen to him. And I should have listened to him. He was not wrong at all. And y'all know Predator has somebody, because I gave y'all 2 story times about that. Side chick 1 and 2. And I do need to give y'all part 3. But that's gonna come real soon, y'all. I just really don't want to tell that story time because something really tragic happened to me, and it's just hard to talk about. So we just getting to know each other, and then we walk upstairs to McDonald's. McDonald's was so packed. I'm like, damn, like, why is McDonald's always packed? No matter what city I'm in, McDonald's stay packed. I'm like, the food ain't that good. I mean, it's a little cheap. It ain't even cheap no more. Actually, it's not even cheap. But yeah, McDonald's was so packed, so we had to wait a little while. So he paid for my food, and we just stood outside of McDonald's and we talked for a little while. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go back to my room. And he was like, oh, wait a minute. No, no, wait a minute. I was hoping that you would come to my room with me. I got a suite. And I'm like, come to your room with you. Why don't you come down to my suite? It's real nice. We could just chill, listen to some music. You can eat your food. We could just, you know, get to know each other. I'm like, how come we can't get to know each other through text? I ain't say that, but I was thinking that, like, I don't know this man. I don't want to be going to the room with him. I mean, he's fine and all, but I don't know this man. I let this man talk me into going to his suite with him, y'all. I let him convince me. So before anybody get in my comments and say, girl, I know you didn't go down there to that man's hotel room and bust it open for no McDouble. I didn't say I did. Those were not my intentions at all. But don't get in my comment section acting bougie now. A lot of people done met a ninja the same day and busted open. So don't get in my comment section acting like you ain't got no pass, because everybody got a pass. I have a pass, like, as y'all can see, because I be giving y'all my story times, but everybody has a pass, y'all. Everybody got one. And one thing about me, I done really lived a life. I done live, even though I'm still young, I done live for real. Don't get in my comment section acting bougie now. Don't do that. As me and Anthony are walking back to his hotel, I'm thinking the whole time, I'm going to record his room and post it on Snapchat for Predator to see, because I remember I did have Predator on my Snapchat, and Predator, he never missed a snap. That man watched everything I posted. So I wanted him to see, like, I don't need you, and it's nothing for me to go out and meet somebody the same day. Like, boy, please. So yeah, so when I walked in the hotel room, it, like, y'all, it was real nice. It was real cute. He had a really big tub in his room. I recorded multiple videos, but I'm gonna post one of the videos for y'all right here. I did mute the video because Anthony, he kept talking to me and I was just being dumb. Like I was saying, oh, you was just too cute. You was too cute, being hella dumb and shit. But I mean, he was, y'all. If y'all would have seen that man, y'all would have been like, yeah, I probably would have went to the room with him too. But yeah, so me and Anthony, we was just talking, so I muted the video. And don't mind the quality of the video because I did record that video on an Android. I had an Android at the time. I posted that on Snapchat. I did. Predator, he didn't look at it right away, but eventually he saw the video. We gonna get to that part. So I'm sitting in the hotel room with Anthony. I just start eating my food and we just pretty much getting to know each other. So he had put on music and I think I had stayed down in his room with him for a good 2 hours before my phone started blowing up. Anthony knew, of course, he knew that I was with somebody. So when my phone was ringing, like he saw I wasn't answering it, he was like, if that's your man, go ahead and answer it. I told him I didn't answer it because I didn't want to be rude. He was like, no, it's cool. Go ahead, answer the phone. Handle your business. And I'm sure that man had him somebody in Cali because he was just too fine not to. I answered my phone and this Predator, he was like, I'm here knocking on the room door. Where the F is you at? Why you ain't here? And I'm like, oh, you in my hotel? Why? I told you that I was going to have the police arrest you if you came back to the hotel. He was like, man, I don't give about none of that. Where you at? So I'm like, I'll be down there. Click. I hung up on him and he starts blowing up my phone again. Like I was not answering the phone for him. He had called 3 more times before I actually answered the phone for him. So I'm like, man, what? He was like, where the fuck is you at? I'm like, I'm coming. Just hold on. And I hung up on him again. And Anthony was like, so you about to leave? I'm like, yeah, he in my hotel room. But I'm finna get him up out of here. And is it cool if I come back? Anthony was like, yeah, it's cool. I want you to come back. I really don't want you to leave. But I know you got to go handle that bullshit with your man. But yeah, as soon as you done with him, come on back. So I'm like, bet. I go back down to my room. And I'm walking up and I see Predator goofy ass standing by the door looking stupid, asking me, where was you at? You know, I've been calling you. I've been beating on this door for a long time. You ain't answering the phone. What's up with that? I'm like, what? I can't walk around the hotel like I'm minding my own business. And I already told you that you gonna go to jail if you come down here. He's like, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that. Open this door. Open this door. Let me up in here. So I open the door and we both go in the room. As soon as the door closed, he gonna say, hold up. Was that on your Snapchat? I'm like, what do you mean, who? All I'm doing is recording the room. He was like, you was obviously in somebody's hotel. Who the f is that? Who the f was you with? I'm like, I wasn't with nobody. Boy, what are you talking about? All you seen me do was record a hotel room. You didn't see nobody in the video. All you seen was the hotel. He was like, yeah, but I heard you talking to somebody. I'm like, you ain't hear nothing. And he was like, why was there music playing in the background? I'm like, what? How you know that video isn't old? He gonna say, quit fucking playing with me. Who room was you in? I said, well, I did tell you I was switching hotel rooms and the receptionist showed me that hotel suite because I was thinking about switching. Like, that's all it was. They was just showing me the room. He was like, do I look stupid to you? I said, I don't know. You look like you. So he gonna say, I know you doing all this because you think I'm cheating on you, baby. I would never cheat on you. I would never do you like that. I said, boy, you ain't even got to convince me. Like, I already saw what I saw. I know you playing me. I already know. It's too obvious for you not to be playing with me. Like, nothing adds up. Everything he's telling me don't even add up. So he stayed in the room trying to convince me that he's not cheating on me. There's nobody else. This boy was damn near in tears, y'all. Like, that shit blew me because the whole time this man is playing me. He damn near in tears, lying to my face, trying to convince me that it's nobody else, just me and him. Y'all men are some characters. Y'all whole actors for real. So Predator gonna ask me, so what? You just gonna keep acting like you don't give a fuck? Because I didn't give a fuck. I'm just sitting there on my phone scrolling through Instagram, you know, I just kept saying whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever. If I'm acting like I don't give a fuck, it's because I don't. And he gonna say, oh, okay, well, it's like that. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I say, what you gonna do? He gonna say, oh, no, it's not like that. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna show you that it's just me and you, girl. I would never have you come out to Vegas to dog you. I love you. Why would I do you like that? I'm like, boy, please. Okay, what are you going to show me? What could you possibly show me? He was like, you going to see. You going to see. I'm going to stay at this room all night with you. I ain't going to leave or nothing. You going to see. Okay, whatever, Predator. You do what you got to do. So he tells me, well, my cousin need a ride. So I'm going to go pick my cousin up for work, take her back home to my other cousin. I'll be back. And I'm like, you'll be back, huh? I said, you know what? Go get your bitch. I mean, go pick your cousin up from work. Y'all go back home together. You can stay the fuck out of my face and off my phone because you sound stupid. You keep telling me the same old lie. That is not your cousin. Yes, it is my cousin. I'll prove it to you. That is my cousin. This is not. I said, for one, stop yelling up in here because you're going to get me kicked out. And if I get kicked out, I'm going to go to another hotel room and you ain't going to know where I'm at. So you might want to calm down. He was like, yeah, you right. So he ends up leaving to pick his cousin up from work, or so he says. I don't know where that man went. He lied so damn much. I do not know. After Predator left, I left too, and I went right back to Anthony's room. So after I went to Anthony's room, we chilled for a little bit, and then he asked me if I want to go to the casino. I'm like, yeah, sure, we can go to the casino. Yeah, I went downstairs, and Anthony asked me if I wanted something to drink. I'm like, yeah, I want something to drink. I'm going to the slot machines thinking, like, he asked me if I want to sit there and get some free drinks. No. Anthony did not make me sit at the damn penny machines and pay penny slots until the waitress came by to give us free drinks. No, he did not do that like Predator cheap ass did. He took me to the bar and he bought me something to drink. And the drinks that he bought were way different from the free drinks. They were way stronger. I guess you get what you pay for because those little watered down drinks you get at the slot was bullshit. So yeah, we sitting at the bar, we drinking, you know, holding a good conversation, and we go to the slots and start playing. Like, he had gave me money to gamble. So we just gambling. We go play 21. We just enjoying ourselves. Like, this is the most fun I had since I've been to Vegas. Like, me and Predator really didn't do too much of anything. So after me and Anthony have our little fun down at the casino, we head back to his room. When we get back to the room, me and him, we just start watching movies. Keep talking. We keep getting to know each other. We just, you know, having a conversation. So Anthony brings up his Vegas trips. Remember in the beginning, I did say that Anthony told me he comes to Vegas twice a month because he likes to gamble. So he was like, yeah, every time I come to Vegas, I wouldn't mind you coming with me. And I'm like, what? You want me to come to Vegas with you twice a month? He was like, yeah, I'll pay for your gas and I'll even get you a rental car if you need it. I'm like, for real? He was like, yeah, I'll pay for everything. You know, you can stay with me. I always get a suite every time I come to Vegas. It's nothing. It don't have to just be Vegas. It can be Cali too. I would love for you to come visit me in Cali. Like, I'll pay for everything. All expenses paid on me. Like, anything you want, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for your gas. If you get you a rental, if you need to come see me in Cali. And I'm like, yeah, that do sound good. But I'm still thinking like, damn, what about Predator? Even though I told myself I wasn't going to deal with him no more. Anthony, he asked me if I could stay an extra day so I can spend more time with him. And I tell Anthony, even though I'm lying, y'all, I tell Anthony, I'm like, I don't even have the money to pay for another night for a hotel room. Like, I need to just get back home because I'm broke now. And Anthony said, girl, I just told you I would pay for you to come see me in Cali and Vegas. Why wouldn't I pay for you to stay another night? And you ain't even got to stay in that hotel. You can come stay in this suite with me. And I'm like, that sounds good, but I don't know. So he goes, what's the problem? I said, I don't know. I just don't like being nowhere broke. I only got enough money for gas to make it back home. I don't want to be nowhere broke. So he was like, okay, how much money you need? I said, you finna give me some money for real? He said, yeah. I said, for real, for real. So he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a little bankroll, y'all. So Anthony asked me how much you need. And I'm like, I don't know what you want to give me. He was like, I'll give you $300. Just to stay with me for another night, I'll give you $300. I'm like, okay, cool. So he gives me $300. We just continue laying in the bed. We chilling, watching TV. So we cool, we vibing. I'm having a good time with Anthony. We enjoying each other's company. Like, our chemistry was amazing. So I'm starting to like dude, even though I ain't even known this man for 24 hours, y'all. So Anthony should have went and got him something to eat at McDonald's the same time I did because he was obviously hungry. Y'all, tell me why this man was trying to, I don't know if I could say it on here, but I'm going to just, y'all could probably read between the lines. Yeah, he was trying to give me some tongue action. So I tell Anthony, no, I don't really want him to because I feel like I should take a shower first. Not saying that I stink or anything. I was just saying that to get him to change his mind because in my head, I'm thinking, well, if he feels like I smell, then he's not going to want to do it, right? Wrong. I wasn't thinking too fast because next thing he tells me was, well, why don't you go get in the shower? And I'm like, I got to think fast. Well, how do I know that you don't have anything? Y'all, tell me why this man pulls up his my chart. I don't know if it was a my chart, but he pulled up some damn test results quick, fast, in a hurry. Was like, here, look at this. I don't have nothing. Full panel right here. Negative, negative, negative. I'm like, damn. So How do you know that I don't have anything? He gonna have the nerve to tell me, well, I trust you. How do you trust me when you don't even know me? You haven't even known me for 24 hours. So I'm gonna give y'all another little mini story time in this story time. I know I keep doing that. My bad, y'all. That day reminded me of the time that I was on Facebook. I don't know if it was Facebook or Instagram. I had got a message from somebody, and he told me, he was like, babe, you look good. I want to eat some out of the cat. So I asked him, I said, I just wanted to confirm because I want to make sure that I was reading right. I said, so you want to eat my niggas out of my cat? And he goes, yeah, babe. See, niggas are disgusting. That made me think of that because this man knew, Anthony knew that I had a man. How you know we weren't getting down the night before and I just met you today? You're already trying to eat the cat. Like, boy, you're gross. Next thing you know, my phone starts ringing and guess who it is? It's Predator. I would never thought that I would ever say again that I'd be happy to see Predator calling my phone. I was so happy and relieved because it got me out that damn situation. I don't know what I was going to do. So Anthony seen that Predator was calling my phone. He said, so what, you got to leave now? I'm like, yeah, I gotta leave. So he says, you know, when you're done with him, you can always come back. I was like, I know. So I get up, grab my stuff, and I run up out of there, y'all. I didn't even answer the phone until I got down the hallway. I answered the phone for Predator. I'm like, hello. He was like, why the F you ain't here right now? You supposed to be here. Where do you keep going? I'm like, boy, just give me a second. So I get to the hotel, and Predator, he's just standing there looking stupid and looking all mad. It's his fault. He's the one who made me start acting like this. If he wouldn't treat me how he was in the beginning, I wouldn't have to show him what I was made of. So I get to the room and he was like, can you open the door? I just really want to talk to you. So I open the door and let him in and I'm like, what's up? He goes, I feel like you playing with me. Are you cheating on me? Is there somebody here at the hotel? Like, what's going on? How come every time I come to the room, you're going? I say, first of all, this is the second time you came to the room and I wasn't here. I already told you that you're not supposed to even be here at the hotel in the first place. I already told you if you come back, I'm going to have your ass arrested. Why do you keep coming back? I told you we done. He was like, well, I don't want to be done. We done been in this relationship for 6 long years. No, I'm just playing, y'all. We've been together for 6 months and I feel like you the one for me. He just lying to me, y'all. This boy, you know, he bringing up the fake tears again and I'm low-key falling for it. I'm low-key falling for it. I ain't gonna lie because he had that charm, you know. You know how they say Cancers and Taurus, they go together like yin and yang. But he was definitely telling me what I wanted to hear. And he was just making me fall for him again. Like, I am so dumb, y'all. I'm so done. That's how I ended up back in Vegas with this man. And I ended up finding out I was a side chick because he got me back. Like, I left him, but he got me back. Y'all, Predator cried for a good little minute. He fake cried for a good little minute, y'all. And I just sat on the bed and I looked at him. Even though he was low-key winning my heart back, I couldn't let him know that. I didn't show any type of emotion. So I just sat on the bed with a blank face staring at him like this. And I look at my phone and I look at him and I look around the room and I didn't say anything. Then Predator hits me with the, babe, can we lay down, please? Like begging to lay in the bed with me. And I was like, all right, fuck it. Why not? So I get in the bed with Predator. We laying down, you know, we laid up cuddling. He's still fake crying on my shoulder. And I put a movie on. So we just laying there watching a movie because it's dark by now. It's dark time. And I get a text message from Anthony. Anthony hits me up asking me if I was coming back. And y'all, I didn't even respond. I already knew what he was on and I wasn't going. I wasn't going, okay? Because as my sister would say, I ain't giving up no ass. Even though he had asked me to stay another night, I just didn't respond. I stayed at the hotel room with Predator. So me and Predator, we ended up falling asleep and I had plans on leaving early in the morning to go back home. Even though I did tell Anthony that I was going to stay in Vegas for another day, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to. I had every intention on getting up at like 4:30 in the morning again and getting back on the road. Me and Predator, we were asleep and you know, something just told me to wake up. Something told me, Key, get your ass up, y'all. So you know what I did? I got my ass up. And when I woke up, y'all know what I saw? This nigga Predator standing on the side of the bed, putting his clothes on. I said, where are you going? He tells me, I gotta take my cousin to work. So I said, you was just gonna pull this dumbass shit on me again? You was just about to get up and leave again? He tells me, well, I know you leaving in the morning. I didn't want to wake you up. I know you need your rest. The same BS, y'all. I wish somebody would have slapped me in the back of the neck and said, Key, get your ass up. Stand up. I was so weak in the knees for him. I thought I was standing on business, but I was so weak in the knees for this man. I don't know why. I really don't know why, y'all, because it was crazy. I didn't even like Predator in the first place. I did not like that man whatsoever. I did not like that man at all. And for him to start dogging me out, that just blew me, y'all. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Go ahead. Go do what you do. I ended up laying back down because when he got up, it was around 2 in the morning again. So I ended up laying back down until it was time for me to get up and go. So I got up around 4:30. My stuff was already packed and I went to the gas station and got on the road. I took my little tail home. So that's it for this story time. I do advise anybody who hasn't yet watched. I found out I was a side chick 1, 2, and 3. Well, part 3 is really like a partial because it's a life update as well. So watch those 3 story times and this story time and the one before this one. Everything will make more sense to you. So y'all, thank you so much again for 1K subscribers. Thank you for tuning in to this story time. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this story time. Bye.